It's WrestleMania, and Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins are in the ring, having a stare down for like 5-10 minutes. Obviously, getting the feeling of the atmosphere at WrestleMania because they've never had a match against each other at WrestleMania. Yeah, it turns out to be a really good match. Like Roman Reigns spears Seth Rollins a couple of times. There's a couple of curb stomps, and then there's get to like the last 5 minutes of the match, and Roman Reigns looked like he's about to hit Seth Rollins with the chair, like he did at WrestleMania 40. And believe it or not, Drew McIntyre comes out of nowhere and Claymore kicks Roman Reigns right in the face with the chair. And then Seth Rollins picks him up, slams him with a pedigree onto the chair, and then hits him with another curb stomp. 1, 2, 3. And Seth Rollins beats Roman Reigns, stands tall over him as the victory and as the winner of that match on the grandest stage of WrestleMania. It's the Raw after Mania, and Roman Reigns is pissed. He goes out looking for vengeance on Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins. He comes across face to face with Kevin Owens, another man who tried screwing Roman Reigns over to get back the All Fella from Solo Sikoa on the Raw debut on Netflix. Kevin Owens just doesn't say anything. He just looks him up and down and just like, I told you so, and then walks away. And then Roman carries on looking for Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins, but the camera goes to Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre having a conversation with each other, but we don't know what they're saying to each other. No one actually knows anything until they come out to the ring and ask Drew McIntyre to explain to the WWE Universe why. Drew McIntyre explains to the WWE Universe that definitely deserves an explanation of like why he did what he did at WrestleMania. And then he like goes on about saying, oh, because Roman Reigns' family screwed him so many times at championships. And he screwed him obviously back in Clash at the Castle in 2022 in Cardiff, Wales. So for him, it makes sense to return the favor and screw him out of his match against Seth Rollins. And Roman Reigns' theme song hits, and then out comes Roman, and he is pissed. So he goes after Drew McIntyre, has a massive brawl with Drew McIntyre all over the place, like backstage, the ringside, into the ring, and then it's like security guards and officials and WWE superstars have to separate them both. And then Adam Pearce comes out and makes it official, saying at Backlash in Mexico, it's going to be Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns, no disqualification match at Backlash. And that is official. So weeks go by, it's like, again, just vicious beatdowns by both Drew and Roman and Seth, like 2-on-1 sometimes, or Roman will take out both of them at the same time. Arrives Backlash in Mexico. So Drew McIntyre has his entrance, Roman Reigns has his entrance, and chairs, tables, ladders, occasionally steps, kendo sticks, any weapon that they can literally grab their hands on, they will literally throw to each other. But as Roman Reigns was about to hit Drew McIntyre with his finishing spear to finish the whole match, out comes Kevin Owens from behind with a hoodie, attacks Roman Reigns, brutally attacks him, and then pop-up powerbombs him onto the apron, right onto the hardest part of the ring, rolls Roman Reigns back in the ring, Claymore kick, 1, 2, 3, and then out comes Seth Rollins. And obviously Drew McIntyre wins. Seth Rollins goes and stands above Roman with Kevin and Drew by his two sides, by his left and his right side. And basically the new Shield is now born. It's the Raw after Backlash, and Kevin Owens comes out and kicks off the show. And he explains his actions at Backlash, what he did. The reason why I attacked Roman was because I was fighting against the Bloodline for 4 years, and he tried ending my career. And he didn't want to be in that position and have his career ended because of Roman Reigns and his Bloodline. And he is sick and tired of Roman Reigns going around thinking that he deserves all the respect that he gets. He thinks he can just run over Raw, SmackDown, and he just thinks to get away with it without any comeuppance. Then comes out Roman Reigns, again has a massive feud against Kevin Owens, and then it was a 3-on-1 beatdown, and then Drew McIntyre grabs a table, sets up the table, and then the triple powerbomb to Roman Reigns through that table off the steel steps. It's officially on the road to King and Queen of the Ring. Obviously, we're going to have qualifying matches to see who will be the King and Queen of the Ring. The round one, it begins with Roman Reigns versus Finn Balor. Roman Reigns was just about to hit Finn Balor with the spear, and then Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, and Kevin Owens come out and attack, and having a ref bump again because it's Roman Reigns, bloodline shenanigans, blah blah blah. Kevin Owens pop-up power bombs Roman Reigns, tries to do a package power driver, but from Seth Rollins tells him not to. Put him down in a curb stomp, and then Finn Balor gets up to the top, coup de grace, and then another official comes down to the ring. 1, 2, 3. Finn Balor is your winner and beats Roman Reigns to advance to the second round. Multiple Raws go after, and it's like constant brawls between those three and Roman Reigns. And Roman Reigns sometimes gets 3-on-1. Roman Reigns takes out all three. Sometimes the Usos gets involved. And then King and Queen of the Ring comes along, and it becomes a 6-man tag team match. The Bloodline versus practically the New Shield. King and Queen of the Ring comes around, and it's a 6-man tag team. As I said, it's the New Shield versus the Bloodline, and the Bloodline wins by disqualification. Seth Rollins keeps smacking Roman Reigns and Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso with a steel chair. Bear in mind, Jey Uso is world champion by this as well, but he just wanted to, help out his family member, which, blood is thicker than water. Yeah, the New Shield, the new faction, stands tall. The weeks go by after King and Queen of the Ring just gone. The Seth Rollins Shield has issued a challenge to Roman Reigns and to anyone that wants to fight by his side to face them in a 6-man street fight match at Money in the Bank. Roman Reigns is hesitated to see who he can trust to be on his side, because Jey can't do it because he's already in another program with another guy that's challenging for the World Championship at Money in the Bank. Jimmy can't do it because he's in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Paul Heyman obviously can't do it because, he's not a wrestler. He's literally left with nothing. But that's what Roman Reigns thought. Paul Heyman tells Roman Reigns to make the call, but Roman Reigns is hesitated, and he's like, no. I don't want to keep relying on this guy. I can't keep bringing him into this feud with Seth Rollins again. People kind of got bit of speculation that it could be Ambrose, because he said Seth Rollins again, and Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose has had history in the past against each other. So maybe is Roman Reigns trying to bring back Dean Ambrose to fight by his side against the visionary, the revolutionary Seth Rollins and his version of the Shield? Well, we get a couple answers. Roman Reigns is like, well, he tried making the call, but he didn't pick up. Then he gets the call just before the show goes off air. And then Roman pushes the camera out of the way and goes, dude, I need privacy because I'm talking business with this guy. So they go to a private room and have a discussion. We don't know who it is, and there's mystery of who is Roman Reigns talking to, or who's Roman Reigns trying to recruit to fight by his side. But if he is that guy, he still needs one more guy to fight against Seth Rollins. The week after Roman Reigns had that mystery call with that mystery guy that he's trying to recruit to fight by his side in that battle, he goes on to Monday Night Raw and explains, saying he accepts Seth Rollins' challenge. We don't know if that guy is going to be by his side at Money in the Bank, or if he's going to be appearing beforehand, or if he's not going to appear at all. Fans are getting worried. They're like, oh God, is he actually going to help Roman Reigns against 3? Because it could be a 3-on-1 handicap match at that point. And blindsided him from behind because, that's how the Shield used to do it. They used to attack people from behind and then hit them with the treble powerbomb, which they keep doing, and they did that just after Roman Reigns had his segment. Weeks and weeks and weeks go by and we hear nothing. We don't know if that guy or another guy is going to be helping Roman Reigns. We don't know. But then Money in the Bank comes around and they're all in the ring, like Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Drew McIntyre. Roman Reigns' theme song hits, and he just walks down to the ring, but there's no one else there. It's a 3-on-1. He gets left alone, and it turns out that that guy got attacked. before literally be able to make it to the building, because Seth Rollins knew who he would be picking, because that guy has never betrayed Roman Reigns in his entire career, because they're basically like brothers. So at Money in the Bank, it becomes a 3-on-1. However, Roman Reigns manages to pick up the win, spearing, and then keep hitting Kevin Owens with a steel chair, and then pin him 1, 2, 3. Literally a 3-on-1 handicap. At this point, we are officially on the road to the biggest party this summer, SummerSlam, and Roman Reigns has issued a challenge to Seth Rollins to face him in any stipulation of Seth Rollins' choosing on a 1-on-1 last time ever. And this is literally going to be the final time ever to compete against each other. Seth Rollins accepts, and it becomes week after week after week again, brawls, and backstage in the ringside, at the stand where all the fans are and stuff like that. A contract signing is literally the go-home show for SummerSlam, and it's this Saturday, and Seth Rollins was in the ring signing the contract, and Roman Reigns came out and did a Seth Rollins back in 2018, what he did to Dolph Ziggler. Seth Rollins already signed the contract to a last man standing match at SummerSlam against Roman Reigns, 1-on-1. Roman Reigns came out and he basically just said that he wasn't dealing with his travel issues. He was dealing with someone else's travel issues. Gave Seth Rollins a bit of deja vu when he brought back Dean Ambrose. Out of nowhere, Dean Ambrose comes from behind with a solid steel chair and just smacks Drew McIntyre, and then smacks Kevin Owens around the head with a steel chair. Roman Reigns comes down and spears Seth Rollins and then puts him through a table. Stand still. We are officially at SummerSlam, and the final match between Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns ends tonight in the last man standing in the main event on night 1. Seth Rollins is in disbelief that Dean Ambrose is back in the WWE. Everyone is loving it. They're all hyped and they're all excited. And then Seth Rollins' theme song hits. He comes out to the ring with Drew McIntyre and Kevin Owens. And then Roman Reigns' theme song hits. Also, he comes out with the Wise Man. And then all we hear is Dean Ambrose's theme song for the first time in God knows how many years. In like 4 to 5, maybe 6 years. The crowd is loving it. But they blew the roof off the place. And the crowd was loud. And they were loving the fact that Dean Ambrose was back home where he literally belongs. The match happens. And there's blood. There's violence. There's just brutality. And, the fight in the stand, they fight backstage, they fight on the stage, they spear each other off the stage through tables, tried smashing each other into TVs, put each other through electrics and stuff like that. But Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose, because Seth Rollins got Drew McIntyre and Kevin Owens to get involved and keeps hitting Kevin Owens and Drew McIntyre with a steel chair, Claymore kick to Dean Ambrose. Seth Rollins, taunts the fans, going, "I'm the best member of the Shield." Seth Rollins is just too arrogant. His arrogance got the better of him, and then Roman Reigns came out of nowhere with a massive spear. Barbed wire came back and hit him with a Superman punch with the barbed wire, and it's literally stuck onto Seth Rollins' jaw in agony and in pain. And then Roman Reigns literally spears him right through a table and then slams him onto his thumbtacks, and Roman Reigns wins the entire rivalry. That is What If Dean Ambrose Returns to WWE video. Make sure you like the video. Comment down below your favorite moment of this entire fantasy booking, storyline, etc. And yeah, would you love to see that build up? I mean, I would. I generally would love to see that build up. That would be insane. Like, subscribe, and comment down below your favorite moment of this entire fantasy booking. And yeah, I'll see everyone in the next video. Deuces! Deuces!